Hello friends, welcome to my channel Nihira Takis. This is our ReactJs tutorial part 3. So in this video, we are going to see how to transfer the data from parent component to child component using props. Here the props are nothing but properties. It will just work like the functional arguments. Okay. So by using these props, we can transfer all kind of data type like string, numbers, array, objects, images, and additionally we can transfer functional also a parameter. Okay. We can go one by one. Let me go to my application. For doing this implementation, let me create one new component. The component name is product, and we can use stateless functional component command sfc and providing our component name products. Okay, so by default we can have one div tag. So inside that we can have one h1 tag. We can say it's products. Okay, next we can preview this one from our app component side. So here already we have used this menu header and app footer. So before that, so here already we have included this menu header then app footer. So after this menu header, I'm going to include our product component. Okay, fine. So now if you look at the UI, we can see this text to products. So here what I'm going to do in this product component, instead of the h1 tag, let me use the h2 tag. Okay, and providing one product name and adding the description using this p tag and adding the price. Okay, so now if you look at it here, see we are able to see all the information. So now what I'm going to do, so instead of hard coding all those value, I'm going to pass all those value from our parent component. Here our parent component is app.jsx. Okay, so let me explain how to do that. So in our app component side, I'm going to pass like name, cricket bat. Okay, and description, and finally passing the price. Okay, so next we can see how to bind this value in our child component side. So as I mentioned, it will work as like a functional argument. I'm just provided data. Okay, that's our parameter. So instead of hard coding this value, can bind like data.name. Okay, so let me look at the UI. See, they are able to see the same name. In case if I change like, see, the name got changed. So the same way we can bind the description, and then this price. Okay, we are good. Let me look at the UI. We are able to see all the information, right? Okay, this is fine. By using this props concept, we can make the reusable component. Here the example is we added a single product, right? So the same way we can add a multiple products. The only thing is the product name and the description and the price. So those things are varied. Okay, other things are common. Let me do that now. We can use the same product once again, right? And changing the name cricket ball, and description I just removed. Okay, and price I given 5. So now if I look at the UI, see, we got a next section cricket ball and dollar, there is no description. For showing some difference, let me add one class. Cannot directly use the class, we have to use like class name. A provided card, then I have to define this one. Since we are using globally, we can include in this index.css also. I have some static value I just added. Now if I look at the UI, see, so there are two separate blocks, right? So the same way, I'm going to include one more section, not here. See, we are able to see the new sections, right? So here the thing is, we are passing all the values are in the string format. In case if you want to pass as the integer, then you cannot simply give like this. In this case, we have to use this parenthesis. Okay, it will work. Okay, it is working fine. So the next thing is, in this props also we can make in the standard way. So currently we are just passing these parameters. Okay, and in our child component side, we added a single object and we are accessing all those value, right? So instead of that, we can add as the object here. So here we can give like name, description, and price. Okay. So in this case, instead of providing like data.name, we can just provide like name. So the same way for this description and price as well. Okay, it will work. So in case if you are providing like some mismatch values, price one. So now in this case, we'll get the error because there is no price is found. See, the price is not defined. So that's why we are getting this error. Okay. So at the same time, since I have the price one, if I provide like price one, it will work, but the value is not bounded. Okay. The reason is in our parent component side, we are passing as price only. So then in this case here also we need to change like price one. So I'm just changing for one of the product. See? So that value is bounded. Okay. So better we can keep us the standard one price, and I'm going to make a change in our child component as well. Okay, we are good. The next thing is I'm going to pass some images from our parent component to child component. So in our asset folder, already I have added one bat image. Okay. So the same bat image I'm going to transfer from our parent component. In our parent component, first we need to import this one. Okay. Import. We can provide image bat from, then we need to choose the path. Okay. Image available in this asset folder, and the name is bat.jpg. Okay. So next we can pass this images parameter. We can give like product image using this parenthesis. We can pass this value. So next in our child product side, okay, we can add another one parameter. Fine. So after this description, we can include our image element, and we have to include this source property. By using this parenthesis, we can bind this value, product image. Okay. So now if I look at the UI, see, we are able to see this bat and other two columns, the values are not binded. So that's why we are unable to see anything. Maybe I can set some class for this image as well. So let me define this value as well. We can just provide like width 100 percentage and border radius 5 pixel. Okay, the size got increased. Maybe I can give 100 pixel, and height also we can give 100. Okay, now it is fine. So the next thing is we can see how to transfer the function as parameter. So let me go back to our component. So first in our parent component side, I'm going to have one small function. We can add a function like add product, and we can have one parameter name. Okay, and this name we can show in this alert product added to cart. Then we can display our selected product. Okay, so now we can pass this function to our product component. So after this image, I'm going to add another one property on add. Okay, and we can pass this function add product. Okay, so next in our child component, so in this parameter side, I added this and add as well. Okay, so in this child component side, I'm going to have one button. We can give like buy now. So next in this button, we can bind the on click event. On click. So next in this click event, we can bind this function. As parameter, we got something right. And add. So here we can pass this name. If it is the normal HTML binding this click event, we used to like this. Just click and then we will provide our function name like an add. And if there is a parameter, then we will pass something like this. Okay. But in this React point of view, we have to bind the events like this. On click, then we need to provide something. Okay. So let me save this one. We can verify. We are able to see the button like this. So let me add one CSS here. Same class name. Let me define this class as well. We got some suggestions. Let me accept it. So now if I look at the UI, right? So let me verify now. Once I click this buy now. Okay, product added to the, there is a spelling mistake and also the name not binded. Let me verify. And cart, we are passing this value. That is fine. And in this product side, okay, here also we are passing this value. And here, if I put on debugger, once I click this one, okay, we are able to get this value, but when we are binding to our alert side, it is considering as the whole string. So in this case, we can just give like this. So now if I click this one, we got this MR of cricket bat. Okay. So the same way if I click the next one, so here it is not binded anything. The reason is, so in our parent component side, we have passed this function for the first product only. Okay. So what I'm going to do, let me pass the same thing for all tags. So now if we're trying, see, product added to cart MR of cricket bat, right, there is error. Okay. So the same way if I click this one, cricket ball, and then cricket pad, so we are able to get all those values. So this is the way we can transfer the function as parameter. So now we are in the end of the video. Still, if you have any doubts or clarification, please post in the comment box. And also please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.